How's it going, guys? Today we are going to continue our series on trying to beat the fastest pole lap at every track on the 2024 calendar. If you didn't see the last video, we did Jeddah, and now we're going to do Australia. So the fastest pole lap at Australia was set by Max Verstappen last year with a 1:15.915, and we're going to try and beat that, starting off with no setup changes, and then we're going to work our way up. So turn 1, brake at the 100-meter board. Let the car roll through the corner. Because we don't have any setup changes, we can't really send it as much. So here, braking at the 100-meter board into the right-hander. Again, we missed the apex, so that's going to change hopefully once we get the setup changes done. As you go a bit wide through the left-hander, that corner's flat out. Here, brake at the 100 and go very close to the apex. We can gain a lot of time through there as we can really send it. So DRS activated now. Down the straight. Into the chicane. Ooh, we go a bit wide on the exit there. DRS activated. And now brake at the 100-meter board. And go out wide. Through this corner, try and go flat, but I don't think we can do it. No, we can't. Once we get all the setup changes, we can. And then brake at the 50, and then go flat out through this last corner. And to the line, it is a 1:19.769. So that's about more than 4 seconds off the pole time. We still have a bunch of changes to make. So I've made a lot of changes for this run, which are tyres, tyre pressures, fuel, brake bias, battery, and aero. So a lot of changes, but not really anything too major. So first corner, staying, braking at the 100-meter board, but you can really send it through a lot more, but we still go bouncing over it. This next corner, braking at the 100, try and get the apex. Let's see if we can. Yes, we do. And then lift entirely through this left-hander. And then flat through this right pretty easily. Now send it through this next corner. A little bit of a slide at the rear. That's fine. And then wait for the DRS. Activate it. And now into the chicane. Stay as tight as possible. There we go, nicely done. We may have cut it a bit, but that should be fine. Braking at the 100 here. Send the car through. That was very nicely done. Try and go flat out through this right-hander. It was much easier than I thought. And then brake a little bit later than the 100-meter board for this corner. Send the car through the last corner. I think it's going to definitely be an improvement. It is a 1:17.576. About 1.6 seconds off the pole time. And we still have a lot of changes to make. So the changes I've made for this run is tyres, tyre pressures as well, brake bias, and battery mode. So not too many changes for this run. So let's see if we can beat it. We really sent it there through that first corner. That was very nicely done. Now into this right-hander, brake at the 100-meter board. We get the apex nicely done. And now flat out through this right. Brake after the 100 here. Let the car lift through the corner. Try and not get a slide at the rear. That was nicely done. Wait for the DRS and activate it. Now into the left-hander. Go completely flat through there. That's going to really help us. Brake at the 100-meter board here. We go bouncing over that curb. Not going to help us. Now flat out through this right-hander and brake. Pretty much at 75 meters, there's not really a board, so just brake right in the middle of the 100-meter board and the 50-meter board. So to the line, it's a 1:17.154. So that's 1.2 seconds off the pole time. So now let's get into our next lap. So not many changes for this run. All I've made is I've made the tyres softer, reduced the fuel, and slightly tweaked the brake bias. So not many changes, but let's see how much faster we can go. First corner, really send it. Oh, we go into the wall. So let's try that again. Looks like that first curb at turn 1 really does affect us, so I'm going to try and avoid it or make it so that it doesn't affect me as much. So let's go into turn 1, 100 meter board. We still really go bouncing over there, so that didn't really work. 100 meter board braking here. We carried a lot more speed through there, that's nicely done. Now flat out through this right. Again, the rear end slides through there. We might have to brake a bit earlier for that, but I really do think we can send it. So DRS activated. And now into the chicane, try and get flat out. Yes, we do manage to go flat out through there. 100 meter board braking here. Go all the way to the left side. Thankfully we don't go bouncing over that curb. And then final corner. Braking pretty much at 75. And then into the final corner. Let's see what time we set. Ooh, it's a 1:15.972. That's less than a 1/10 of a second behind the pole time, but we still have our full push run. Alright guys, now it's time for the full push run. Softest tires, lowest fuel, highest battery mode. Let's see how fast we can go. What a lap. 1:14.113. So that's about 1.8 seconds faster than the pole time. So let's get into the replay of that lap. Alright guys, so let's get into the setup of the car. First off, tyres, C5 tyres. Pressures on the fronts 21 and the rears at 19. Fuel is set to 1 litre, lowest. Electronics, MGUK set to high and motor. Aero set to 7 on the front and 6 on the rear. Alignment and dampers are default. Brake bias at 53. Ride height at 70, 70, 70 and 70. And yeah, everything else is default. So other than that guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you later. Bye.